How much will 1 million Shiba Inu coin be worth in 2024? It's been a really exciting period for Shiba Inu coin recently. There are all kinds of things going on, between stealthy listings on major platforms, to the price rocketing up and down, a metaverse, video games, and even a blockchain in the works. A 2.4 billion token burn that took place last week has also gotten the SHIB army excited, as everyone is aware of the most significant problem SHIB has is its own supply. Now as more and more eyes focus back on SHIB, I want to look into this and see if we can predict just how much 1 million SHIB tokens will be worth in 2024. So what's new for SHIB? How is the price going to change over the next couple of years, and what should you be doing to help? Well, as I always do, I'm going to answer all of these questions and plenty more, so make sure you stick around until the very end of this video so that way you won't miss out on anything important. Also, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you have that notification bell active to ensure that you're never out of the loop when I upload some new news and rumors that can certainly help you make the most out of your investments. And I do want to remind you that I'm not a professional financial advisor, and you should always be vigilant when it comes to investments, as there's always going to be a risk. However, with that said, and if you're finished subscribing, then let's go ahead and jump right in. So first, let's take a look at the price of SHIB today. After recent events, the price has been going crazy. First, it jumped to 30 millionths of a dollar after a significant listing that took place, before gradually slumping back down to 24 millionths of a dollar. Next, the price dropped even further, perhaps due to some bearish considerations on the part of investors. However, as the SHIB army begins to rally around each other and rekindle their faith in the doggy dollar, we can see that the price is climbing once again, now resting at the 25 millionths of a dollar mark. While this isn't exactly the greatest news, it does show that the support for SHIB is still there, and a tipping point may be coming soon that would lead to an upswing that could carry SHIB through the 30 millionths barrier again and into the liquidity range of even the mid 40 millionth zone. Of course, we all know that the reason for the price behaving so erratically lately stems from the big announcement that never happened last week, when premier financial services and cryptocurrency trading platform Robinhood finally took the plunge and added SHIB, along with Sol, Matic, and Comp, to the roster of cryptocurrencies. I spoke about this a little before, but this was the big one, the one that we've all been waiting for since the leak that emerged back in December of 2021 that gave hope to the entire SHIB army. Now in the leak, which claimed to be from an executive from within the company, details emerged suggesting that the testing of the Robinhood wallet was the only thing standing in the way of the platform being able to finally list SHIB, and that it wouldn't be happening in 2021. That much was clear. However, the leaker did say that the higher-ups at Robinhood were absolutely thrilled with all the positivity and excitement that was surrounding SHIB and the 500,000 signatory-strong petition that had been created urging Robinhood to list the canine currency. The leaker then went on to say that once the testing was completed on the Robinhood wallet and the product was rolled out, they would be looking to add new cryptos, including SHIB. Now, this is exactly what has happened. However, the leaker said that it would happen in January, or at least in the first quarter of 2022, which did not happen. Granted, they only missed the time frame by a couple of weeks, but that couple of weeks was long enough for a lot of people to grow a bit jaded with the whole situation of Robinhood and SHIB. Perhaps they were feeling a bit fed up with being teased, but of course the most important thing to do was to hold on and wait for that big announcement. The problem though is that big announcement never came. Last week, Robinhood simply added Shiba Inu, Matic, Sol, and Comp to their lineup and didn't say much about it at all. The news just kind of trickled out through crypto publications scrambling to report on the listing, to YouTubers like yours truly, whose job it became to tell you that the day had finally come. However, if you look at the search volume of the term Shiba Inu on Google last week, while it did increase by about 50%, as did the price, the popularity of the term never got even a tiny bit closer to where it was back in October during SHIB Mania. It seems that Robinhood missed the boat by not making more fanfare about this. Of course, all is not lost, as the coin is still very much listed on Robinhood, meaning that there are very few platforms in the world right now that don't list the puppy penny. Robinhood itself has a huge user base too, who trust that Robinhood will only add suitable and reputable coins. This is great news for SHIB, as it could mean that their already 1 million strong SHIB user base could double soon. The more people trading, the more demand there is, and the more the price will begin to rise. Now it's time for me once again to talk about that elephant that's still very much in the room, the supply. As I alluded to just a few seconds ago, the increase in demand is the only thing that can really help SHIB to rise up the rankings and hit 1 cent, 10 cents, or even $1. However, at the moment, the supply is still very much in the 549 trillion region. Now this has absolutely gone down over the last few weeks, but not even 1 trillion has been shaved off yet. And of course, something like that is a mammoth task just to do once, let alone 500 times. It's a big problem for SHIB, because while there are plenty of burn projects going on, most of them are in the hundreds of thousands to hundreds of millions regions, and if we keep it up at this rate, it could still take a couple of decades for any significant number of tokens in the supply to be deleted. with 549 trillion tokens available. Even a user base of 10 million people would be able to own 54,900,000 tokens each if they were equally distributed. No one is going to want to hold that much SHIB if each individual token is only worth 25 millionths of a dollar. And so more and more burns are needed. At the moment, Shipburn.com allows users to see what's been burned hour by hour from the SHIB supply, which is indeed heartening. And we've got to remember that there's also the Oshiverse game and its line of 10,000 minted Shiboshi NFTs that have allowed users to part with about 3 million SHIB for the right to name their own NFTs. The money spent on this process will then be sent to a burn wallet. So you can see that in addition to other people burning tokens, the SHIB developers are also working on a solution for this major issue with the doggy dollar. Now at this point, it's worth noting that a look on Shipburn.com is currently showing that millions of tokens are burned every single hour. But just over a week ago, at the time of creating this video, 2.41 billion tokens were burned in a short space of time from one single address over multiple transactions. This is a huge deal because the whales are back in full force, and if they're beginning to burn the tokens, SHIB will undoubtedly begin to see a sharp increase in the price, which is of course what everybody wants. Brave users like this are exactly what SHIB needs, because it does take quite a lot of guts to take $100 and set fire to it, let alone the amounts of money that these people are dealing with. Who knows who these whales are, but the SHIB army is absolutely grateful for their efforts. Now of course, don't forget about SHIB.io, the new website that's currently being deployed to promote SHIB the Metaverse, the sandbox-style land-based virtual world that's being implemented by the SHIB team. This is going to work in very much a similar way to other metaverse projects like the Sandbox and Decentraland, with users able to acquire variously differently tiered segments of virtual land and build on them, host things on them like games, and earn cryptocurrency for their efforts. Burn projects involving the Oshiverse and SHIB the Metaverse will be going a long way to help the SHIB price bounce back, and you, as the SHIB army, have a responsibility to keep the community positive, even if Robinhood did screw up the SHIB listing. Now when Robinhood's new users come knocking at the SHIB army's door, they'll want to see a happy and healthy community of positive people, not a bunch of squabbling, bickering, and jaded users who are just trying to sell. I think you can see now how every one of us has a duty to ensure that the doggy dollar keeps going up and up, whether that's by burning tokens, simply behaving positively, or leveraging leash tokens to get land early in the SHIB metaverse. If we can all do that, then by 2024, the price could easily have multiplied tenfold, 100-fold, maybe even 1,000-fold. The 1 cent dream is indeed real, and we could be there sooner than we think. So now the question/challenge remains. Are you still all in for SHIB? Please take a moment and let me know in the comments section down below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, if you like this content, please give me a like, it totally helps me out. Also subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. That way you'll never miss out on any piece of useful news and rumors in the crypto space that might make you some money. That's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.